These are some crazy ERLC vehicle statistics that you did not know inside of the game. If you do enjoy, drop a like and subscribe, but let's get straight into it. So we're going to start this video over on Twitter. Now this right here is Sam, also known as Crywink. Now he is the senior developer or the lead developer for Police Roleplay Community. If we have a look down on his Twitter account, we can see some ERLC fun facts and we can see loads of awesome things which I'll go through in just a moment. But as well as that, after I saw his tweet, I went over and I messaged him privately on Discord and I said, hey, do you have any other crazy statistics that you can send me? And well, that's exactly what he's done. He sent me loads of statistics about the most spawned and the least spawned vehicles inside of ERLC, and he's gave me actual numbers as well, which I'm going to discuss in this video. But before we get onto that, let's take a look at what he said here. So most of you haven't actually seen this. It's only got 26k views, but if you have a look, it says the first one is that over 3 million arrests were made last month. So he posted this in September, so I assume he's talking about August. Over 3 million arrests in 1 month. That's about 100,000 arrests every day. Already, that is insane. I don't know about you, but I had no idea that they even had a way to track all of these statistics, but it is really cool that they actually do. And then over onto the next one, we can see that in August, officers issued 1.45 million citations. So 1,451,010 citations in 1 month. That is crazy. I mean, how many is that a day? Let's take a look. That's almost 50,000 each day, which is crazy. Then if we have a look at the next one, we can see in August, players went through 54 million red lights illegally. So this one really surprised me. If you go through a red light in ERLC, it doesn't actually do anything. Let's just spawn in this car here, for example. There's a red light over here. Now, if you go through ERLC, all it does, okay, it's just turned green. Brilliant. All it does is gives you a little flash like that, as you can see on your screen. It goes white, and if you do it enough times, you'll get wanted. Now, that little white flash alone is what was tracked here, I believe, which if we have a look, that happened 54 million times in 1 month, which is a crazy statistic to look at. And then the next one, we can see the most popular private server was High Rock Border Roleplay by Josephie2407. Quite a unique one, but pretty cool. It seems a lot of people do like border roleplays, which is interesting. And then the final one in August, the most popular vehicle was the Bullhorn Determinator. Now, I actually have some extra statistics for this. So leading on from what he said here, the most popular vehicle was the Bullhorn Determinator. Well, in my DMs with Crywink, he actually gave me an exact number as to how many were actually spawned in 1 month. So it was the most popular vehicle in August, and it's actually the most popular by far. It was spawned over 2 million times inside of ERLC. That vehicle was spawned more than 2 million times in 1 month. Now, for comparison, the next most popular one, the second one on this list, was the Chevron Antelope 1994, and that was only spawned around 1.5 million times. So if we take a further look at this, the Chevron Antelope is this one here, the 1994 one. This was spawned over 1.5 million times. Now, this is the starter car that every single person gets for free, but what is surprising to me is that this vehicle here, which is one that is quite expensive, was spawned over 500,000 times more in 1 month than the Chevron Antelope, which is insane. These are all official statistics, by the way, that were given to me by the senior developer of ERLC. None of this is made up. These are actual numbers. Now, I do have the exact numbers, but I'm not allowed to give them to you. I'm not sure why. I assume it's maybe in case there's a bit of a mismatch, or maybe to try and encourage people to buy other vehicles. I don't really know, but I can't give you the exact number. But what I can tell you is a rough estimate. So over 2 million people spawned in this vehicle, and over 1.5 million spawned in the free vehicle, which everyone has in the game, obviously. So very insane statistics. And then the next 3 most spawned vehicles are just ones I'm going to quickly fire through. So the third most spawned vehicle is actually over on the police team, and it's the Bullhorn Prancer Pursuit 2015. So this was spawned in over 1 million times in the month, and it is the most spawned in police car, which is quite interesting. And then the third most popular civilian car was the Falcon Prime Equez, I think is how you say that, and that was spawned in again just over 1 million times, which is really insane. Quite a cheap car. I didn't know many people actually bought this and spawned in, but it seems it was a very popular vehicle to get spawned in, which is quite interesting. And then one that probably won't surprise you is the Nissan GTR or the Navara Horizon. This was spawned in again just over 1 million times in the month of August alone. So some very interesting statistics there with the most spawned vehicles. However, let's switch it up a bit now and let's take a look at the least spawned vehicles inside of the game. Now let's talk about the least spawned civilian vehicles. So all of the civilian vehicles we can spawn were nowhere near the bottom of this list. The bottom of this list is job vehicles, and the very bottom of this list is an admin only vehicle. And well, that vehicle is the Silhouette Carbon 2011. So yes, this is the Lamborghini Aventador, which you could spawn in ERLC. Of course, we all know about the copyright issues with Lamborghini, and we all know that around a year ago this was removed from the game and you can now no longer spawn this vehicle in. However, a select few people do have access to this vehicle, and that is testers and developers. Now that is only a select few people, which means that this vehicle was spawned less than 2,000 times in the month of August. Less than 2,000 people spawned in this vehicle in an entire month. That means that this vehicle was spawned in less than 66 times per day, which makes it very rare. I did see this vehicle in one of my recent live streams from a tester, and I even got to drive it. It was really nice to drive the Lamborghini for the first time in ages since it was removed. Let me know in the comments if you guys missed the Lamborghini and wish it was still in the game. What is surprising is that the Bugatti is not on this list. I thought because it was the most expensive car, the least amount of people will own it, which means it will have been spawned in the least amount of times, but it doesn't look like that was the case. However, let's take a look at what civilian vehicles that we can drive were spawned in the least inside of ERLC. And for that reason, we're going to have to join on to the DOT team. I'm sure some of you guys will know where I'm going with this. This hat looks really weird on my avatar. But heading over to the spawn point here, let me know in the comments if you can guess what vehicle was the least spawned from this list. And of course, it's going to be the Salt Truck. The Salt Truck was spawned less than 5,000 times, which means that this vehicle was spawned in less than 200 times per day, which makes it actually quite a rare vehicle. Not many people drive this, and well, that of course is because it's a Salt Truck. This is used when there's snow and when it's winter. It's not winter, which means that, well, no one really needs to spawn it because you don't need a Salt Truck for any reason. I mean, there's no snow in ERLC, so why would you need to spawn in a Salt Truck? That's my question. And well, for the next least spawned vehicle, we're going to have to join on to the La Mesa restaurant job. Now that's because if we come over to the vehicle spawner here, we have the La Mesa food truck, or La Mesa, however you want to say it. This vehicle was spawned in just over 5,000 times, so it's a few more than the Salt Truck. It's just over 200 per day, I think, but it's still not much at all. To be honest, this surprises me. There's not really a reason for this. I guess people just don't like to spawn in this vehicle, which, I mean, fair enough. It doesn't really have a use, only really useful inside of roleplay servers, and even people that play roleplay servers all the time. When was the last time you actually spawned in this vehicle for a roleplay? Not many people do it, which is why it was just over 5,000 in the month of October. So yeah, no surprises there. This one is definitely going to be less than normal civilian vehicles, of course, but what is surprising is that the Three Guys one is not even in the top 5 least spawned vehicles. So the Three Guys food truck is clearly spawned a lot more than the La Mesa food truck, which is spawned obviously just over 5,000 times in the month of October. So yeah, it seems people prefer Three Guys to La Mesa Mexican restaurant, but let me know in the comments, which one do you prefer, this one or the Three Guys food truck? And then again, we're just going to quick fire the last 2 least spawned vehicles. So if we join on to the male team, you guys can already guess that the second least spawned vehicle is going to be the male van. Now the male truck again isn't on this list, so it's clear that people prefer the male truck over the male van, which is surprising because I thought a lot of people made more liveries for this one, and I thought this one was much better and cooler looking than the mail truck, but no, it seems the mail van is spawned less than the mail truck, which is interesting. When you join onto the postal team, which vehicle do you spawn, this one or the other one? Let me know in the comments. And then for the final one on this list, we are on the garbage collector drop, and well, it was the front loader garbage truck that was spawned the least amount as well. So the other garbage truck was spawned more than this one, but this one was spawned around 10,000 times, and that is it. But again, not many people use the garbage collector job, similar to the mailman job, which kind of makes sense, and I can kind of see why this one wasn't spawned much. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did any of these statistics surprise you? Thank you very much for watching this video, everybody. Thank you to Sam or Crywink for giving me these statistics and making this video possible. Thank you very much to all of you for watching. Drop a like and subscribe, turn on notifications, check out everything else from the description, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.